Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Love Line.
Welcome back. It's been, what, a month?
It has been too long. We did go on a little bit of a hiatus, but...
It was like a needed hiatus, but
it
not
was.
like, okay, like we were home for break. The
Yeah.
studio was hard to get to. It was a whole big thing. We thought we were gonna have such a story for you guys for
Yes.
New Year's.
Yes.
I was COVID-ridden
No,
again.
yeah.
Twice in 3 months.
That went down the
Literally
toilet.
Twice in 3 months.
Yeah, she got it again. Absolutely devastating news. I was really upset. We thought we were going to have a kick-ass time at Porta, but it's okay because we ended up going again, having the best time. So
sorry, my mom was texting me.
All
Sorry.
good.
I just smacked my face on the microphone. Anyway, so yeah, Porta on New Year's Eve was a bust. I kissed my mom at midnight. I was on the phone with Trinity and Rosie at midnight.
Everything.
Yeah, but
Everything.
it's okay. We made our Porta reappearance the
We did.
first Friday that I could, which was the 7th, right?
Yes.
January 7th. Yeah, so it was so fun.
It was iconic.
We walked in. DQ. Okay, if you guys do not know who DQ is, I feel so bad for you.
Right.
I love this man. He is the bartender at Porta.
Yeah.
He's the bartender at Green Rock. Like, he's like everywhere, this man.
He is.
I love him. Like, he literally loves me. He loves Trinity. Like,
I love him. He is the
love
sweetest
him.
man. He really is.
We walk in on like that first day.
Yes.
I was like, DQ, oh my God. He's like, wait, come around, give me a hug. I was like, oh my God, like I missed you. Like, I love this man.
love him.
Comments on our Instagram.
No, yeah,
that he loves
she
us.
posted a picture of us the other day.
Yeah.
And he literally commented the best. Like, he loves us.
He
Like,
loves
he
us.
literally is so cute.
I'm so sorry. We'll get back into like what happened now, but I just had to
Yeah.
recap that because
Yeah.
DQ, if you're listening, we freaking love you.
We love you.
We love you more than
We
life.
love you.
Anyway, yeah, so we walk back in that Friday. Nothing really like out of the ordinary really happened to me that Friday that I remember because again, it was my first we hadn't been out at that point for 3 weeks because
It was a long time.
it was a long time. So I was
Yeah.
black to the nines by 10:30 p.m.
Me too.
But yeah,
Me
I don't
too.
really remember. But Trinity, Mr. T,
Mr. T.
made
Okay,
a
guys.
reappearance.
We have not talked about Mr. T on the podcast
In a hot minute.
In a hot minute.
Hot
Like, we're on
minute.
episode 7. I think
Yeah.
last time he was mentioned was like maybe 3
He
or
was like
4.
irrelevant.
He was very
yeah.
irrelevant, and honestly,
He's
still irrelevant.
Still is.
Anyway, so the guy that I'm like talking to is like with me, right?
Yeah, he was.
He was. Shout out to you. Anyway, so Mr. T, like, he called me a few days before I went to Porta, and he was like, so, like, are you going to Porta? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. He's like, so am I. I go, oh. And he's like, what do you mean, oh? He got, like, mad that I said, oh. Like, we don't even talk anymore. Like, I just thought it was, like, why does that concern me that,
Yeah.
like, you're going to Porta? Like,
know.
that doesn't really concern me. So I was like, oh. And then he got, like, weird about it. He, like, hung up at me. He's like, call me back when you're not going to have, like, an attitude or whatever. I was like, I'm not calling you
But
back
he
anyway.
deserves the attitude. Because,
Right.
Now,
He does.
they always come running back when you want nothing to do with them. And I think
Absolutely,
it's the
when you're
funniest
absolutely
thing.
done.
When you're
Yeah.
absolutely done, you want nothing from them. Now
Yeah.
it's like, oh, like, I miss you.
Yeah, like, okay,
no.
I would miss me too, but like if you miss
Yeah.
me, what does that have to do with me? Like,
Yeah, like, that's
miss me from afar, like.
yeah, that's like a you
like,
problem.
shit,
That's
right.
your problem. You did it to yourself. You literally
Right.
did it to yourself.
And so I hit a few roadblocks that night because I'm with the guy I'm talking to, right? And Mr. T literally like comes up to me out of nowhere, like gives me a hug, and I'm like, what's going on? And then he goes, oh, when he sees who I'm with, I'm like, what? Like, ew. And so
Yeah.
anyway, like throughout the night, I was just like trying to like avoid him. And there was like this one portion of the night where I'm like doing me, like I'm literally like having the time of my life with you guys.
Yeah.
Like, everything is normal.
I had a great
He
night.
literally like bumps me.
On
literally
purpose.
comes over and
On
like
pur-
bumps me.
And the guy she was with, he also bumped on purpose.
I know,
correct?
like it's so
Yeah.
rude. Like I don't know why he's so mad and butthurt about it. Like he had his chance. Like you're done now.
You're
like, that's
literally
that.
done. Literally,
Like-
like now, I swear to God, like the people that like I talk to, you literally have like
Yeah.
a 3-month warranty. Like in that period,
Oh.
like if you don't do anything, like you have a 3-month trial, I guess, is
Right.
instead of warranty, you don't do anything, you're done, and you can't get mad if I'm with someone
He
else.
can't get mad.
Can't
No,
get mad.
absolutely. He literally can't get mad. And you know what made me the most mad about
Yeah.
it? I almost dropped my drink. I was literally like, oh my God, if I would.
Ridiculous.
No,
Ridiculous. Man almost made you drop a drink because he's
No,
irrelevant.
and I don't even want to like talk about Mr. T anymore on this podcast because I don't even think he deserves airtime.
He doesn't. Just like someone else who I refuse to talk about.
No,
anymore. We're not
like
even gonna name who
honestly,
I'm not talking about.
I just
anymore.
had to give
Yeah,
a quick update because he's just rude. Like, and I was like, this is rude. I have to talk about this.
Yeah,
like, ew.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's with the other one canceled forever. We're not even bringing up the other one anymore.
No.
We're done. We're not
No.
doing it anymore.
No.
No. Go back to the first episode if you want to hear about them, but that's it.
Absolutely.
That's literally it. Anyway, then the next day we're all dead because again, I was blacked out. Like I was
oh my God, no. Literally
so
the next day I was so dead.
Trinity goes home. She's sleeping. I'm laying on the couch. I'm relaxing.
Stop.
My housemate Christina, she's home. She's like, oh, like, do you want to go out to like J-Max? Like, let's go. Like, we'll go. I was like, no. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I'm laying on the couch. I'm literally eating my pasta, watching The Sopranos, having a good night. I get a phone call. I get a FaceTime call from Jimmy, my friend. Like, our friend Jimmy. We love Jimmy, right?
Love Jimmy.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I answer the phone. He goes, yo, like, we're going to go to J-Max. Like, come on. Like, do you want to come? And I was like, I'm really dead. Like, I don't know. He's like, come on. Like Emily's going, Julia's going, who are like my friends from like the show. They're like, come on. Like, it'll be fun. I was like, like, I don't know. He's like, come on. I was like, okay, but like, I don't think Trinity's gonna come because she's dead. So I was like, okay, like, whatever. So I was like, oh, like, I guess so. Like, I hang up the phone. I'm like, I'm calling Trinity. I'm like, okay, bitch. Yeah, I can curse. I'm like, I'm on the radio. I'm like, okay, bitch, like, get dressed. Like, we're going.
No,
like,
and I literally told her, I was like, I'm not going.
She goes,
I'm literally picking out my outfit.
I'm not going. Opens her closet. Do you like this shirt? I'm not going.
I'm not going.
I have this new lip gloss. I'm not going.
No,
should I wear these shoes?
Literally, I'm not going as I do my makeup. Like, I was fully going.
Yeah.
I was just coming to terms with the fact that I was going.
Yeah, because literally,
I was dead. I was literally on my fucking deathbed.
On my couch,
and
I was eating pasta. I had like fresh pesto sauce from Christina's Nonno. It was delicious.
Yeah.
I was relaxing. But then yeah, so Trinity gets here. We think we're going to J-Max. We get to J-Max. It was like dead. They took down the pit. Like the pit's no longer there. It was like an extra bar.
I don't even. That's like the tent thing.
It was like a bigger tent.
Yeah, they have like a tent like outside. It's like, is it heated?
Yeah, and it was like so nice. So I was like, okay, like, so then Julia was like suggested, like, why don't we go to Bond Street? So for those of you who don't know, Bond Street, like, I've only been there once, and my downfall was I went to Bond Street first, then J-Max. I should have went J-Max Bond Street. So when I went, it was dead, like 80s music. So I was like, okay, like, I guess we'll go, like, and I'll see if it's fun. So we're walking there. So I'm just like, I feel like this is going to be a cracked out night. Like, I just don't think it's going to be fun. Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
We walk in, we get downstairs. I had the most fun night of my entire life.
I feel like it's the best, like, the best things happen when you don't expect it.
When you expect not to go out and you think, like, this is not going to be, like, I don't want to go out, I'm not going, and you get there. I don't know what it was. Whoever owns Bond Street, the size cups you give, I would just like to say thank you, because I literally
thank you. You almost died. No, she almost died that night. She's like, no, it was so funny because we're not gonna drink, like, we're not.
No.
And then
we're with Chris and Jimmy. And
shout out to Chris and Jimmy. We were with them. But no, like, before we even left the house, I was like, well, like, maybe should we like do like one shot?
We did two.
We literally were drinking the whole night. It was a fucking shit show.
Yeah, because we had 2 shots before we left, and then we went to J-Max. Each had a drink, and then we're like, okay, like, we walked to Bond Street. I get one drink. Those glasses there are huge, right?
They're big. They're big.
I didn't even feel it. The DJ was so good. We were dancing. We were with, who are we with? We were with Julia, Emily, Chris, Jimmy, and my other housemate, Christina.
Yes.
And we were like, it was just so much fun. Like, the music was so good. Like, we were dancing. And then me and Trinity go, we get a second drink and a shot. Mind you, the shot glass is also huge.
The shot was also strong.
So strong. Like, I felt it.
Yeah.
Like, when DQ makes a shot, shout out to him. I never taste it, but I still get drunk.
It's like sweet. Yeah.
Like, DQ kills it. It wasn't DQ's bar. That's all I have to say. But anyway. After I take the shot, I drink the second drink. That's when things became very, very blurry for me.
It was
Trinity knows, because I've never gotten that.
No,
drunk
I've never
in my
seen
life.
her so drunk in my life.
It was so, because it snuck up on me.
Yeah,
like, I didn't think, because I really was like, oh no, like, only 2 drinks, I'll be fine. I think so. We were with Chris and Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, come with me, like, and he goes, in the most non-creepy way possible, like, hold my hand so I can bring you to get a drink.
They were on a mission.
They were. I don't think they thought, like, that I was that drunk, like Chris and Jimmy. But, like, we get to the bar, and then at this point, like, this is when it starts getting fuzzy for me. Yeah. I remember getting to the bar and Jimmy being like, can you just sit in this chair? Like, I was like, okay. And then we get a drink, we come back, and then I'm standing against where, like, the stairs are. I remember this.
Right.
And I literally... At that point, I asked for water, correct? Yeah, I think I was like,
you did? No, and it was so weird because me, Chris, and Jimmy were literally, you were like standing in the corner. Like, I don't know what happened. I think you were, did you know you were standing?
Remember.
She don't remember. So when she was like, I need the water, like, Chris and Jimmy were like on a mission. Like, they were really on a mission for this water.
I didn't remember it.
You were with, I think, Julia, and you were like waiting by the stairs because like you were unwell. Like, you were unwell.
I was like falling over. I was literally falling over.
So like me, Chris, and Jimmy, we go to the bar, right? And we're like waiting there for waters. And then we realize like, they have like a thing filled with water. Like you don't ask the bar for water. Kind of weird, kind of sus.
Yeah, disgusting.
But that's like what it was. So we ended up getting you the water.
I dropped it. Did I not? I feel like
you might you
I
might
don't
have.
know. I
You
dropped
might
something.
have. You
I
did.
might drop my drink. I don't know.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That night though, arguably top 3 or best. I don't know. Like it really was like so fun.
Because then we think the night's over, right? And Chris and Jimmy are like, oh, like just Uber back to our house. We're like, I'm drunk. I'm like, okay, like whatever.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
yeah.
So we go back. Christina said she called the Uber, right?
Oh my
So
god! I wasn't even in the Uber with
she
them
was
too.
Chris
I
and
missed this.
because we did 3 and 3.
Yeah,
so
we
like
did 3 and 3.
And then Jackie Barton was with us. Love her, queen. She was also in the
Yeah.
car. So we're literally there, and I'm literally driving home, and I was like, oh, like I'm driving home. I'm in the Uber on the way home.
Right.
And I was like, oh, like Christina, like you called the Uber, right? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I didn't realize she didn't specify from my phone. So as we're in the Uber,
she should have said that. To be honest, like you're also drunk.
No, literally, I canceled the Uber while we're in it, and then the guy, like apparently, I don't even remember. Christina
What a
told me,
fucking mess.
pulls over and is like, well, like if you don't get me again, like you're gonna have to get out and get another Uber. And then Christina's like, you're gonna leave us on the side of the street. He's like, well, yeah, like you canceled it. Not even his fault. But apparently we recalled it on my phone.
Okay, so
and we got back.
So
we
you're
got back.
fine. So you can like. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that happens a lot. Like, I'm sure people accidentally cancel it. Like,
but yeah. So then,
then we ended up going back to Chris and Jimmy's. It was so fun.
It was so fun. Jimmy tried throwing me in the snow when we first got home.
No, he really did.
He really tried. I was like,
really
throw me in the
did.
snow, I'll kill you. But Then we went back and played Flip Cup, and then I just knocked on the couch. I woke up the next morning. Like, it was really...
We both knocked out.
It was something. Different places, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, facts. Yeah.
Anyway. That was one of my favorite weekends. And like I said,
me too, honestly.
The cherry on top would have been if Rosie was there, but she was like,
I know.
She got home from family dinner late, so she went to bed.
Yeah.
And then we always come home. So like when I text her, like she woke up the next morning, we just were not home. She'll like come pick us up the next day.
I know. I felt so bad. No, it was so funny because when we were there, I was sending videos of us to Rosie.
Yeah.
And I was like, see you when we get back. Happy New Year. I was so drunk. It was so funny.
We're going to put a highlight on Instagram of that night. So if you guys want to go click on that, like I'm literally going to post it and you could click on Bond Street Night and I'll put all the videos up.
Yeah, at the Love Light on Instagram.
Because I had a reel up for it, but Instagram took it down. So
they took it down because we were drinking even though we're of age, but whatever.
Ridiculous. So yeah,
absolutely ridiculous.
I'll put on a highlight. Hopefully they don't take that down. But other than that, like that was really like my favorite, like one of my favorite weekends out.
Oh, me too, absolutely.
And then we went out this past weekend, but it was like the same thing, like Porta vibes.
But she did have a pregame at her house this weekend.
I never have a pregame, guys, and I had one, and it was again the same people.
So
plus
fun.
Jackie and Alicia, my queens, I love them.
Yeah,
they were also there.
No, I love them. Oh my god,
blacked out again that night.
Oh,
like usual.
Yeah, no shot.
Like usual.
Yeah.
Had to be carried to the car. Like literally, had to be like helped to the
car.
Oh
my god, I know. Oh, I cannot.
A fight broke out at Porta.
Wait a minute. No, literally, it was insane. I was so confused. It was like a brawl. You know when like two people start fighting in a bar, like you see a movie, like two people start fighting in a bar, and then like they're fighting, but like they're everywhere, so they're like bumping into other people, and then like they join. Like that's literally what it was.
That's what happened. I think
like,
the security guard started fighting the guy that was also fighting. But the thing is, like when they were fighting, like Chris and Jimmy were with Trinity, and like the way it happened, I got separated. So I literally saw DQ, and then my other friend was there. So I was like, okay, like either behind DQ at the bar, or my friend who's like literally right there. So I just run behind my friend, and I'm just like, okay. And I haven't spoken to him in like a hot minute.
To safety. I ran to that stage so fast.
It happened so fast, and I was so drunk. So I literally saw my friend. I was like, okay, like I literally have not talked to you in like weeks. I was like, but like he would protect me, like if needed.
Right. I mean,
so I literally
life or death.
him, and I was like, oh, thanks.
No, I have never ran so fast to safety because I didn't even know what's going on. I got like bumped.
Yeah.
It wasn't like hard, but I was like, and then I realized what was going on. I literally ran to the stage, which they don't even let you go on stage anymore.
Yeah, I got yelled at for that. Anyway,
they almost kicked us out the other night. They're like, if you keep going on stage, you're gonna get kicked out. We're like, okay, like
kick the fuck out.
Fuck you, but like okay.
But anyway, yeah. So like I got separated from like I would have genuinely been behind like Chris and Jimmy, but I literally got separated the way it happened.
Yeah, no,
so,
you
like,
did. Yeah. It was scary.
No,
it was scary.
So my other friend was there. I literally just ran behind. I didn't even talk to him like the whole night, but I was like, and then I was like, fine. But like,
you gotta do what you gotta do for safety. Like shit.
He's so nice, so it's okay. But
anyway,
yeah.
So that's really a recap of our nights out. Yeah. So we do have a topic that we want to talk about this week.
Oh, we do.
Because this is something I don't know why we've like kind of touched on it in the past, so I think it's a good thing to dedicate an episode to.
Yeah, and it's called First Dates.
First Dates.
First
Dates, can I just say, are the bane of my fucking existence. They are
horrible.
so terrifying for no reason.
So scary. I'm
no reason.
Traumatized from my first date ever.
Yes.
Like, okay, Trinity had like a good first date, so should we tell them the traumatizing one first, or should we tell the good one first? I don't know. I
don't know. Maybe we should traumatize them first and then give them hope.
We should traumatize you and then give you hope.
All right, let's do that. Okay.
So it all started.
Set the scene.
It all started freshman year of college at Monmouth University.
Fucking great.
I was sitting in the Jules L. Plangier Center.
Yes.
On the leather couch.
Yes.
If you go to Monmouth, you know that couch is the most comfortable thing in the entire world.
Right.
I'm sitting on there. I'm just scrolling through Tinder. Well, before I was blocked for life. That's a different story for a different day.
Yeah.
Banned for life. Anyway. This was freshman year too. This is when my hair was red and I was still like 20 pounds heavier. Anyway.
Oh God. Okay.
No, literally, I'm just setting the scene for people. I'm setting the scene.
So like, picture this. 20 pounds heavier.
20 pounds heavier on the seat of Plangier. Anyway, I'm sitting there, I'm scrolling, and then this kid comes up that I went to elementary school with. We're not going to name names, but he listens. He obviously knows who the hell this is, but he doesn't listen, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I don't know. He might.
Anyway,
oh well. Anyway, who cares? He literally... Like, I swipe, and I'm like, no, like, he was cute in, like, elementary school. Like, let me just, like, what do you call it? You know, like, let me, what do you call it? Like, let me swipe. So we're swiping. And then I was like, wait, did you go to, like, blank elementary school? Like,
I literally can't
with this story. And he's like, no, yeah. And I was like, okay. And he's like, wait, like, can I have your Snap? I'm like, okay. Because he's trying to plan a date with me on this app, right?
Yeah.
He gets my Snapchat. And then this should have been my first red flag. He goes... I've literally had a crush on you, like, from kindergarten through, like, 5th grade.
That should have been red flag number fucking 1.
But like, I ignored it because, again, because I didn't want to go on the date, but my thing was, and this sounds terrible, I was like, Arianna, you are a freshman in college. You have never been kissed and you've never been on a date. Go on a date, rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with.
No, I agree. I agree.
And it's someone you know for years, even though I moved, whatever.
Yeah.
So we end up, he wanted to, like, pick me up, but it was, like, a Friday because he, like, worked at nights. So it was, like, a breakfast date, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to pick me up, and I was like, no, like, I don't know you. I'm not getting in your car. Like, he could have turned into a serial killer for those years after I moved. Like,
it sounds like he's, like, kind of obsessed with you.
No,
saying, like, I've loved you since fucking kindergarten. Yikes.
Yeah, but anyway.
See, but you know what? Maybe that did make it a little better because you already knew the guy.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't as, like, you know.
Yeah, so then... We go to, like, there's this place by my house, like, Project Brunch. My eye still twitches every time I drive past it. So we go. No, it was, like, really nice. So we get there. Like, he was, like, inside already, like, when I got there because we, like, drove separate. But, like, it was nice, though. Like, I'm really, like, okay. Like, I'm really, like, saying it's horrible. Like, when we got there, like, the parking lot was, like, full. So he literally saw me pulling in. He, like, pulled out and gave me the spot in there. And then he walked from, like, far so I could, like, didn't have to, like... drive, like, which was nice.
Right.
So then whatever, like, so I see him in there, I go, and he's like, oh, like, hey, what's up? And I was, like, so nervous because, like, I don't know, like, I haven't seen him since, like, 6th grade. No, and now I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
like,
valid.
You're an adult now. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Right. Yeah.
So we're, like, sitting there. We're just, like, eating breakfast. Like, it's fine. I don't even remember what we're talking about because I'm literally blacked out. Like, I was not drunk, surprisingly. Like, just blacked out nervous. Freshman Arianna never drank. Like, literally never. So, like, so we're, like, on the date. It's fine. And then, like, I just think it's, like, over with at this point, right? He's like, oh, so, like, where are we going next? And I was like, what? Like,
you're like, what do you mean next? So I thought this was it. Like, what do you mean?
So I'm like, I don't know. Like, he's like, oh, do you want to go to Topgolf in Jersey? And I was like, no, I don't want to go to New Jersey. Like, I don't know. I was like, no. Like, we could go bowling. I fucking hate bowling. Because I hate putting my fingers in the thing.
Ew, I know.
Like, it's disgusting. But he's like, okay, I'm gonna drive, like, across the island for it. He's like, why don't we drop your car off and I'll just drive? I was like, no. Because I was scared.
No, see, can I just say, I do the same shit, though, because on first dates, I have a weird thing where, like, only on first dates I'm like this. Yeah. If I don't have my car with me, I get weird because, like, I want to be able to leave in case shit goes south, in case, like, I'm not having a good time. Like,
unless you know the person, when we get into Trinity's first date story, you'll see what I mean. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
But, like, whatever. So we literally go bowling. It's like a 30-minute drive. Like, I feel so bad. I'm like, whatever. Still, my eye twitches when I pass this bowling alley to go to work. Anyway.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, we get there. We're bowling. We're just, like, chit-chatting, whatever.
Sorry.
Blah, blah, blah. The date's, like, almost over. At this point, we haven't kissed or anything yet. We're just, like, hugging, whatever. We're walking out of the bowling alley. Okay, for those of you that know me, know that I schkiv. Like, schkiv freaking ashfa, schifo, disgraziado, disgusting. When someone, when someone I don't know that well, or, like, doesn't give me, like, butterflies, holds my hands and, like, interlocks their fucking fingers, I think that's...
Well, would it have been worse if he did this? Like, with...
Like, the palms?
The palms?
Yeah, but I just schkiv. Like, like, I'm literally gagging at the thought of it. Interlocking fingers.
That's
when, like,
your
after
ick.
our hands were, like, in bowling balls, and, like,
oh,
and
his
hand
no,
was
gross.
sweaty. I was like, like, I literally was, like, gagging in my mouth. I'm like, I can't be doing this. And then I'm like, I'm literally like, I cannot be doing this. But whatever. We're walking out to the
right.
I can't.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
We're walking out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, this kid's definitely gonna kiss me. Like, I'm so scared because I never kissed a boy. Like,
right.
I really never
like,
kissed
this
a boy.
is the moment. Like, this is happening.
So he walks me to my car. I'm just like, oh, like, I'm like, so. I don't even think it was butterflies because like I did kind of like him, but like. Oh, like, also, backtrack. He also did pay for, like, everything. Like, was, like, so nice.
So he's
so,
a gentleman.
he was such a gentleman. Opened my car door for me, like,
Oh wow.
Yeah, like,
okay, so this
everything.
doesn't seem as traumatizing as you're making it to seem.
You're about to
You're
hear this.
terrifying.
No, you're about to hear.
You're traumatizing
Okay.
the listeners.
The listeners, you're about to be fucking traumatized for me. You're gonna get secondhand cringe, like or whatever.
Oh, I actually have another date story that's actually really
yeah.
bad.
So now this is where you're gonna be traumatized for the rest of your life, and it didn't even happen to you.
Yeah, here we go.
So again, never kiss anybody. I guess like he probably didn't know that, right? So he goes to kiss me, literally like puts his tongue in my mouth as soon, like literally as soon as he kissed me, and I've never kissed anybody, so I'm like, what the hell? Like this man's touching my esophagus. Like what am I supposed to do?
No.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, we like pull apart for a second, and I look. There is a line of Hasidic Jew children holding on to like a leash for a field trip, literally just looking and watching me kiss this boy, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so traumatized, right? And then he pulls me back in and puts his tongue again down my throat, like literally down my throat, and I'm like, what is this gonna be over?
God, those poor children are probably traumatized.
He was probably worse than I was.
Oh yeah,
the fact they were holding on to a leash, like they were on a field trip. I'm just like, what the hell?
They're on a freaking leash. I'm done.
They were holding on to, like, you know those things that you hold on to so you don't get lost?
Yeah.
They're holding on to it, and like the rabbi, I think it was looking at me, and I'm like, sir, like I
He's
promise
disappointed.
You, like I wouldn't want to be doing
He's
this either. Like,
disappointed.
I promise you I don't want to be doing
You're
this
like, I
either.
promise you I'd rather be anywhere else.
I'd rather be anywhere else.
No, but I will say though, first dates are like,
yeah.
Yeah,
But then just when I thought it was over, pulls me in again, and I'm like, when is this? Because I've never kissed a boy, and his tongue is literally just in my mouth. Like,
why would he do tongue the first time,
I
especially
don't
when you're
know.
outside? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. So then I'm like, okay.
It's
So then
weird.
finally it's over. Pulls away again. I look. There's an old couple sitting in their car next to me, just staring. I'm just like, I can't be doing this.
I just shot my phone. I'm so
I was
sorry.
wondering what that was. Yeah, so an old couple's literally looking at us. I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm literally traumatized.
No.
So then he opens the car door for me. He's like, bye, and then he kisses me on the cheek, bye, which was actually kind of cute. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, bye. And then we're like driving away. We have to go like separate ways, and he like rolls down his window. He's like, you better text me. Like, oh no. I was like,
You're
okay.
like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Because mind you, on this date, this kid goes to me like, I want to take you to. I'm not gonna say what kind of wedding, because it'll be so obvious. I want to take you to like a wedding. Like we'll fly there. I'm like, what? Like literally what?
Ew.
Yeah, so then after that, like I kind of like slowly ghosted because I was a little like creeped out by some of the stuff he said. Like,
yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. And then I was, because also at that point when we were talking, I was like, yeah, like I was going to study abroad. Like I'm saying this on the date, like I was supposed to study abroad. He's like, oh, like we can meet up when I'm like there for this, and like we could just go together. I was like, what? Like, I don't know if he was like joking, but it was like, it freaked me out.
Yeah, and probably because he's like already planning for future shit when it's like the first date.
He's like, he's like, I'd love to take you to one of those weddings. So I was like, oh my god. Like, I was just so scared. So like I slowly ghost this kid. We're studying for finals, right? I'm with Mia, my other housemate, Bella, one of my other friends, and I don't even know who else. And like we're sitting there, and this kid's texting me because like I didn't answer the Snapchat. Hey, is everything okay? Bella takes my phone and literally writes like a paragraph of like basically like it's me, like it's not you, like
to the guy.
Yeah, like I'm basically just like busy with stuff, like blah blah blah. He's like, well, like you're a really great girl. I know school's important, but I'd still really love to get to know you.
It's such a classic
like,
excuse.
Yeah, and I felt bad because he was really
but
like,
you gotta do
trying,
it.
And
you gotta do it.
I was like, no, like I'm really sorry, I'm so busy. Yeah. He's like, oh, like but like you're a really great girl. I'm like, no, like I'm sorry, I'm busy. Like it's really not me.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't have time for like a commitment like this. Like you want, like homeboy wants a commitment,
right?
And then he's like, well, if you ever get the time, like let me know. I'm like, okay. And then he still hits me up from time to time. Like it's been a while. And then one this past summer, I was a little the summer before, I was a little bored. I was talking to this other kid, listen to the first episode, whatever. Right. He was like taking forever to answer my Snapchat, so I slid up and I wished this other one a happy birthday. And
is this the same guy?
No, the kid that I went on the date with, I wished him a happy birthday.
Okay.
Because someone else was not answering my Snapchat in a quick enough manner.
I get what you're saying.
And I wanted attention, so I wished him happy birthday.
Right.
And he's like, oh, haven't heard from you in a while. And then he was like trying to take me out, and I was like, I ghosted again. But anyway, that was my first date
see, that's
story.
the thing though, because he probably thought that you were happy birthdaying yourself back into his life.
Yeah.
He probably thought that.
Because then after I sent it, I immediately regretted it because the other one answered me.
Right.
So I was like,
right.
That was my first date story. He still hits me up from time to time. Traumatized. Rabes, country lanes on Staten Island. If I pass you, my eye twitches. Project Brunch in Staten Island, my eyeball twitches. And to those little Hasidic Jew children who had to watch me kiss him and the old couple, I'm so sorry. Like, I am just as traumatized as you are.
They
like,
probably are.
I'm so sorry.
They probably are.
I'm not a putana, I promise. That was my first kiss ever. And a tongue was shoved down my throat involuntarily. So I mean, traumatizing, honestly. Traumatizing. So, on a brighter note, Trinity, let's hear about your first date. Let's.
So, this happened, pretty recently.
I dropped my phone.
I'm not going to say,
Very recently.
Yeah, this happened pretty recently. Very recently, honestly.
Very recently.
I know the guy. Like, I know him pretty well by now.
She does.
So I was like, okay, like, going on the first date, like, it wasn't like Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
she could get in his car to go with him.
right, like,
she knows him.
exactly.
Like,
Like, I didn't need to bring my car with me. Like, I was like, I don't need to bring my car. Like,
She parked her car in my house because she got picked up.
He did me out because this is the thing.
my house.
It was a Porta Friday.
Yeah, yes,
A Porta Friday. And so I always go to Ariana's house for Porta Friday. So I was like, I might as well, what if I just come early and then get ready there?
Yeah, Trin came
because
early.
like he lives around us, right? So,
Yeah.
or not us. Like I literally live in the house.
Yeah, no,
he
but
lives
Trin's the other
around
roommate,
here,
it's
right?
fine, yeah.
So I was like, okay, like that's perfect. Like if you guys don't mind, you're like, yeah, like okay.
No, I was so excited for her.
No,
to
she
I was so
was.
excited. I was like, oh
No.
my god, I'm letting my daughter go on a date.
So
Like,
literally, they
my
were
house.
literally, guys, literally.
Wait,
okay.
because wait, can we? Yeah, literally,
You guys were screaming.
I was so excited because
when he said he was on his way, when he texted me he was on his way, they are
I was so
yelling.
excited.
They're
I'm so
screaming.
excited.
I'm shitting bricks. I'm fucking shitting bricks.
Because he's
They're
such
yelling.
a nice guy. Like,
Oh no, he really,
so
really
great.
is. He really is.
Yeah.
No, but like, meanwhile, I'm nervous as fuck. They're fucking
I'm
yelling.
jumping
They're
for fucking
excited.
joy. I'm jumping
Right?
for joy.
So anyway, he's like, I'm here, and I'm like, okay, and so I like, you know, I go outside, whatever, and he like opens the door for
But
me.
as this is happening, me and Rosie run.
They-
we run to the window and we're looking through the blinds. I'm like, oh my god, he opened the car door. He opened the car door. We're jumping up and down, screaming. We're texting her. We're like double checking. Did he open the door? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, that's
No,
it.
literally, I knew you guys were doing that, and that's why I just did not look at the window because I knew I would see like a little people peeping out the
Oh
damn
yeah,
window.
we were looking out the window.
No, it was so scary. So anyway, I was so scared for this day because I do like this guy. I was like scared, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get to the restaurant. He ended up making a reservation
So cute.
for the two of us. So cute. It was like the thing about this date that has never really like happened to me. Like it was just so easy. Like it was so nice. Like it was like chill. Like it was like.
I could cry. This was so nice. I genuinely have a tear in my eye.
She also like really likes this guy too. She's rooting for him.
No, I really am.
Look,
rooting
she's
for him.
literally
I'm
actually
tearing.
tears in her-
I literally am tearing because he's such a nice guy and you deserve such happiness. And I just feel like I don't know. Like I just think he's such a nice boy for you.
But we don't. Let's not fucking
we're
jinx
not,
anything.
we're not
we
jinxing
don't.
anything.
We don't know yet.
But we don't know anything about.
We don't.
No, we'll see. We'll see.
Anyway, we don't know. Anyway.
You're listening, so take with that what you will.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Anyway.
I know I'm gonna be cringy at this when he texts me
I
and
love
listen to it. Anyway.
I just love him for you.
I know.
I said it for
Me
months.
too.
I've been saying it for months.
I do too.
I'm always
anyway. So
matchmaker.
takes you on the date. We eat. We're talking. I'm like learning more about him. He's telling me how many siblings he has. You know, like his future plans, like what he really wants to do. Like it was just like very nice, right? And what else do I have to tell you about the date? It was just honestly so nice. Oh my god, you want to hear something so funny though?
What?
This is actually hilarious. As we're leaving, I literally, because there's like, so where we went is like a very popular area around here, and like it has like a bunch of bars and stuff like on the streets.
Yeah.
We literally walk out of the restaurant and I see someone eat shit. They literally, so they're coming out of another restaurant like next to it, and they literally eat shit, like they face plant.
Yeah,
I literally
put your
died.
mouth towards the microphone.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I literally died. But also, I'm sorry, literally so much happened on this date that I like, it's like a lot to say. But you know what he did say though? That kind of made me feel good though.
What?
Because I was like shitting bricks before I went
Yeah.
to the date. He was like, can I tell you something? And I was like, what? And he was like, I literally was pacing back and forth for like 5 hours before the date. I was like, stop it. Because I was literally terrified before the date. I was terrified.
He's such a nice boy.
It was so nice. He opened the door for me. Like,
He
you know,
paid,
like,
right?
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. Yeah, he did.
I'm literally falling
He's
out
the
of this chair
sweetest
out of
guy, but
excitement.
yeah. Honestly,
so
a really
nice.
good first date.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm literally so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. And then I saw him after, like, the date, because, like, again, whatever.
You know,
I
saw him.
we saw him somewhere.
We hung out after all of us.
And I was like, oh, like, did you have a good date? He's like, I think I went really well. I was like, well, from what I just heard, I was like, I think I went really well, too. Like, just to be annoying.
No, it was so
No.
good, though. It was so nice.
It was so sweet.
Because I've had a lot of first dates. I can briefly say this one. Did I ever tell you about the date that I had? I was like a freshman in high school.
No.
And I went on a blind date.
No.
Guys, this is actually hilarious. So I went on a blind date. I don't even remember. I think he like DM'd me, the guy,
Interesting.
like on Instagram. And so like I didn't really know much about him. Like I know that he went to like the school in the town next to me.
Yeah.
And like I didn't really know much about him. So like we went and he failed to tell me that he was literally like 6'8".
Damn.
So imagine this.
You're little.
14-year-old Trin.
Yeah.
About 5 foot.
Yeah.
6'7". I'm like, what's happening? For one, I'm like, I literally look like a child. I am a child. I'm 14. I'm
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
literally, he was so awkward. It was so traumatizing. Never go on a blind date.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, don't. If it's like where you get set up by your friends or something, like, I think that's fine.
That's fine.
But don't go on like a random blind date where like somebody like DMs you. Like, make sure you FaceTime them. Make sure you like talk to them because it can be very, very awkward.
You could be traumatized at a bowling alley, in a parking lot, a bowling alley parking lot.
Yeah, no, it was traumatizing. We didn't kiss or anything, though, thank God, because I literally was not having it. And I literally had my friend Brittany and Jillian. They literally came incognito. We went to the movies.
Yeah.
They literally sat in the row behind me. Like, literally, they were behind me. And he had no idea that they were like my friends. They were like throwing fucking popcorn and shit at me. It was so funny. But yeah, I mean,
I have one more little story, then we have to wrap up.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're running long today.
Sorry,
but
we missed you guys. It was a month too
we
long.
did. It was too long.
But then I said to Trinity and Rosie, like one day we were sitting down, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm kind of over, like, I went through my phase of, like, ghosting everyone. Like, I had, like, a really fun summer. Like, I just cut everyone off because I just wasn't in the mood to do it anymore. Like, so I was at serene peace. You know what? I was like, you know what?
Absolutely.
I was like,
I bet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm back. Like, I want a roster, right? Everyone was so excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm on Bumble. I'm swiping. I'm talking to this boy, right? He wants to take me on a date. I had a ghost.
Oh my God, this is
I
so
had
funny.
to ghost, and they agreed with me because he sent me a Snapchat with his tongue out, but twisted.
I love that is what set you off, though, is the one. But no, it's not even just that, though, because he kept sending it.
But I gave, like, after he did it once, it was like, okay, like, it's fine. Like, I'll deal with it. Like, he's a very nice boy. Like, he wants to take me out to dinner. Like, whatever. He did it again in another snap. And I was like, oh my God, like, I can't be doing this. I was just like,
no. And the thing was, though, like, he literally kept sending it to her, and she just couldn't do it. Like,
and every single time, and then Rosie's literally like, no, like usually Rosie's like, no, like, stop, like, you're going on a date, you're doing it.
She's like, that's what I said.
She's like, no,
too.
like, I give you permission to ghost, like, this is terrible. So I was like,
it was
okay.
weird. I had to admit it was weird.
It was so
I was
bad.
kind of disappointed, though, because I do want you to, like, go on a date, but honestly, we have to wait till the time is right with the right person.
I'm vibing by myself.
You're rocking by yourself.
And, like, it just, like, I think the only reason I kind of want a boyfriend right now is because
I knew you were gonna talk about
everyone and their mother around me is getting booed up.
It's true.
I'm the last one. I'm literally a one-man show.
Can I just say, though?
I'm a one-man show. Okay, Trinity, we'll see in a couple months.
Can I just say, I'm here. I'm still standing.
Yeah,
As of right now, I'm standing.
No, for right now. I give it like 2 months. I give it like 2 months.
She literally, I cannot. She had a full-on mental break.
I had a mental break when I literally thought about Valentine's Day, because I'm like, all these bitches are gonna be out.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking, I'm gonna be home.
I literally told her, I was like,
room.
I literally said I will come hang out with you on Valentine's Day. Like, be my Valentine. Be my fucking Valentine.
No,
I mean, because
we
don't know what's happening. Yeah. But I said, like, after, like, I can come and, like, hang out with you, or we can even go, like, the next day. And we don't. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't know what's happening with this guy yet. We have no idea. I mean,
no,
we don't know.
we'll see. We'll see. But I'm just saying, because usually Valentine's Day I don't feel as much, because, like, my dad will literally, like, when I was living home, like, he would literally leave, like, a card and, like,
so did my
and
dad too. Yeah.
And now I'm not living home, so I'm literally gonna wake up with
nothing. Nothing's waiting for you. No chocolate. No nothing.
I mean, we have a month, but, like, no.
Right.
Yeah, but
wow.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the recap. Someone stuck his tongue out twice, gave me the ick, I ghosted. And I've also come to the conclusion, because I said, like, oh, like, I want a roster. I'm literally, like, I'm like a one trick pony. Like, I'm like a one person. Like,
honestly,
I'm over
you should,
it.
because
I'm not a hoe, I'm not a putana. I just want to talk to, like, one person, that's it. Like, I don't want to be like,
it's better that way. Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense to put all your energy into, like, one person and all 5,000, you know.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather just find, like, one nice person. And, like, when that person comes along, they come along. Like, I'm not rushing for it.
Exactly,
I'm not looking for it. I just can't be dealing with it anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm vibing by myself until then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we missed you guys.
Missed you guys so
Happy
much.
33-minute episode. I think we hit a record.
I know. We have never gone this long, but we haven't. We've also never gone this long without an episode.
No, literally.
So
it was a month too long. We just wanted to fill you guys in. We are so happy to be back. We're gonna be back on our weekly schedule.
Yeah, so every Thursday we'll be posting.
Every Thursday, so listen for that. Shout out Dylan. He's been waiting for this episode. Dylan, shout out to you. We love you. But other than that,
send us a DM at the Love Line and give us one of your first date stories. We would love to hear them, and maybe we could talk about it next time.
We would love to hear. Like, if you were just as traumatized as me, I would love to.
I swear.
I would love to know if anyone ever was traumatized like that. Like, where you saw someone kiss you. Like, let us know. Let us know. We're gonna put up that highlight reel of that night out. Like, so.
All right. It's been real.
It's been real, guys.
See you guys next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.